girl Bella. Hello babes, it's me, Shannon for Brown Girl Bella, back again to bring you lips, lashes, and luxury. Today I am collaborating with some really extraordinary women for our go-to brand 4. And this is a collaboration with some fellow beauties on the YouTube beauty space. It's Lori's Life, Marlo Keenan, Keeping It Simple with Bridget, Chris Loves Luxe, myself, Brown Girl Bella, Dion Leroy, Lion Den Makeup Artistry, Tiger Lily, Monique's Makeup, Simply You Makeup, Beauty Over 40, Brown Brows, and Lisa Smith. So thank you ladies for collaborating with me on this project. Their links to their channels will be in the description box below. Go and check out their My Go-To Brand 4 so you can see what their favorite brands are that they go to. So without further delay, let's just get into it. I'm going to show you my go-to brands 4 right now. So we're going to start with foundation, and my go-to brand for foundation is the Tom Ford Soft Matte Foundation. Now this is fairly new, but what I love about this foundation is that it goes on so smoothly. I already have it on, but I'm just going to show you how it blended into my skin. And it really does leave your skin with a soft matte finish, which is perfect for year round. Like you can use this in the winter, you can use this definitely in the summer when it's a little bit more humid. And what I love most about Tom Ford's foundation products is that once you find your skin tone, you're pretty much that same skin tone throughout his complexion products. Meaning, I am a 9.5 warm almond in this foundation, but I'm also that same one in my stick foundation for Tom Ford, in my other liquid foundations, even his cushion foundations, which are technically a little bit lighter. I can still get away with using 9.5 warm almond if they have that in the cushion foundation. So I love this product. I love all of his foundation products, and definitely if you're in the market for foundation, you should definitely check out and consider Tom Ford, especially this formula, because it is fantastic. My other go-to is this beautiful concealer by Shiseido. This is in the tan color, and it's their Synchro Skin. I'm going to put 2 generous swipes underneath my eye. I love this because it also does act as a brightener as well. So even though it matches my skin tone and blends in and conceals my darkness underneath my eyes, it also gives me a brightness under my eye that I really do appreciate. Also, there's no creasing here, which is great for those with seasoned under eyes. They won't get into your fine lines, and it really does a great job of concealing all day, so you don't have to reapply or repowder during the day. It really helps you kind of just set it and forget it, which is something I love. Nobody has time to be futzing with concealer midday. There we are. Just set it and forget it. So now we're going to talk about my go-to brand for eyeshadow. And if you've ever been on my channel, you already know the answer to this. You knew it was coming, so why don't I just give it to you? Yes, it's Pat Mcgrath. In particular, this is the Mothership 8. This is her last Mothership that she did. And I love this palette. It's called Divine Rose 2. It is her artistry palette, meaning you can use this palette to do a multitude of things, such as you can use it for blush. You can probably even use several colors in here for blushes. I use this rose one here, and I've also used this one here, which is more of a burgundy color. I've used that for blush as well. Phenomenal. And you can also use some of her special shades. I've used this one here as a highlighter. And of course, you guys know I love this extraterrestrial as well. So I'm going to actually use Naked Blush, which is another color that you can absolutely use as a blush, but I'm going to use it today as my crease color. And I'm going to throw this right into the crease. And I'm going to create almost like a C shape with this color. And I love how beautifully soft the colors are and how pigmented they are without being overly loose, meaning it doesn't pick up a lot in the pan. It just really gives you a nice solid base from which to work on. And the colors are rich and vibrant and perfect for any skin tone. Like, I've rarely seen anyone who was not able to make a fantastic look out of using one of her palettes. For the lid, I'm going to actually use this color here, which is Eleganza. It's a beautiful sort of mauve rose shade, but it gives you such a beautiful shimmer and shine. It's perfect as a lid color eye, sort of a nice halo eye to pack on that color and shine. For my go-to eye pencil, I'm gonna look to Wayne Goss and his Essential Eye Pencil for this one. I love that it's so, I love a kohl eyeliner. Let's just start from there. But I love the fact that his colors are so soft and so pigmented that even if the point is not sharp, you can still get a fantastic look. It goes on so smooth. It doesn't run. It stays put. And it works in collaboration with a lot of different formulas of eyeshadow. So if you want to smoke it out and sheer it out a little bit, as I'm about to do with using Extreme Burgundy underneath the lash line to make it really dark and mysterious. that liner just helps to make it really smoky without smudging or smearing the eye look. And you've got a seductive look in seconds, all with using Pat Mcgrath, her Mothership 8 in Divine Rose 2. It's my go-to. Alright, so now I'm going to jump into my go-to for powder. For loose powder, there are two that I really love. The first one, yes, is by Mother, and it is the Pat Mcgrath. This is her Skin Fetish Sublime Perfecting Setting Powder in medium 3. I love that there is a netting here, so I use whatever is on the cap to set my makeup. And I'll use a big fluffy brush, and I just tap into the cap, tap off the excess, and then I use what's left on the brush to just set my makeup. It gives me a perfect finish. The powder does not stick to my face and leave those patches where skin and powder kind of stuck together. It just gives me a fantastic, flawless finish that's also very natural. And that's kind of my aesthetic anyway, is very natural, very modern, everyday, executive working woman kind of look. And I rarely do over the top exotic looks, even when I'm going out, just because that's not really my aesthetic. So I look for my products to really kind of mimic my lifestyle and what I love to do with my makeup. So that's one of the powders that I use. And I also use this powder. This one is by Fenty Beauty. This is her Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Honey. Now this one doesn't have a sifter like Pat Mcgrath, but she does have the little holes in it that spell out FB for Fenty Beauty. And I like to use this both as an all over powder and also as a powder for my under eye. So I just take a small fluffy brush or my concealer brush. Again, I dip it into the product and then I tap it off. And then what's left on my brush, I just put on underneath my eye. And again, I love the feel. It does not dry up on any of my skin. It doesn't form into the creases. It just gives you a nice blended look. So those are my two go-to powders that I really do enjoy. Next, let's talk about my go-to blush. And this one is a new one for me. I just got it, but it's already become a fast favorite of mine. It is by Chanel. And this is her Fleur de Printemps. My French is horrible, but it's a dual blush and highlighter. And I love to take my brush, again, you know, you can use a fluffy brush for this. I'll use my Wayne Goss medium brush, and I just brush it along both sides. And then I use it as my blush, but I also take it up so that if I don't want to put highlighter on, I can just use this and forget about it. But of course we're not. We're going to kick it up a step with my favorite highlighters. And of course, my favorite highlighters are by Mother Pat. This is her newest addition to her highlighter series. This is in Divine Rose. This just came out. And I have to tell you, this is one of the best highlighters that I have seen in a long time. And let me show you exactly why I say that, because that's a very heavy claim, right? But wait till you see this highlighter and you will agree. First of all, love the packaging. Even though it is plastic, I don't care. I love it. But look at the smoothness, the silkiness of this gel to powder formula. I mean, it is fantastic. I take a little fan brush and I just lightly go over it, and then I take the mirror and I put it up into the high points of my cheekbone, and that's it. You see how it just lays there? It doesn't add any texture. It doesn't add any kind of over the topness. It's just a beautiful silky finish that you get. It's just heavenly. If I could put this all over, I would. I would live in this highlighter if I could. It is beautiful. Soft, silky finish, beautiful shine. Not over the top, not too much, but just the right amount. Moving on to mascara. And mascara, there are several that I love. Yes, two of them are Pat Mcgrath. But instead of talking about Pat Mcgrath first, I'm going to talk about those two last. The first one that I want to talk about that I love is by Gucci. And this is their newest mascara. And the reason why I love this, not only because of its football length, but also because of its lengthening ability for my thin lashes. They instantly take it up a notch. And it gives me such length and definition that I find that I don't really have to rely on false eyelashes to give me that kind of bedroom seductive eyelashes that we all love. And it just instantly gives me that lift, that separation, and that volume that I love. For my lower lashes, I love to use the Gigablack Lash Mascara by MAC. This one is especially good for those like me who have lower lashes that are really fine and you need something really small and dedicated to grabbing a hold of those lashes and coating it with enough product so that you're not saturating the skin underneath. You know, which ladies have had that problem where they're finished their whole eye look, everything looks great, and then as soon as they put their mascara on, it seeps into the lower lid and it coats the skin underneath their lashes. Ah, isn't that horrible? Get yourself a bottle of this by MAC, and it's very reasonably priced. It's called the Extended Play Gigablack Lash. And I tell you, if you have lashes like mine, you're really gonna love this. Okay, now let's talk about Pat Mcgrath. The Fetish Eye Mascara is one that really helps to accentuate the length and separation of the lashes. I love the wand. It also helps to curl. but it gives you that extra length that really helps define your lashes. And then finally, after you've lengthened them, you want to give them some volume, right? Well, here it is. This one is the Dark Star Mascara from Mcgrath. Hands down, this does it for me when it comes to giving my lashes that ba-ba-ba-boom bedroom eyes. Look at that hourglass figure on that brush. Again, it helps to really give volume to thin, sparse lashes, and the ability to make them look even twice as thick and twice as long after a coat than other mascaras in their category is just phenomenal. Plus, it has a 6-month shelf life over the 3 months that other mascaras have. So that is another bonus of this product that I love. So grab it if you can. It is phenomenal. You'll enjoy it. As much as I love lashes, you know the other thing that I love? Lippies. So now let's get into my go-tos for lipstick. So whether I want to be bold or whether I want to be tame, the two that I love are the formulas in the Matte Trans by Mcgrath and the formula in the Rouge Matte by Gucci. So today I think I'm going to kick it up with Elson 3, which is a bold blue based red. But I also want to show you the formula in the Gucci. So this is one of the Guccis that I love. This one is called Elliot Brown. And you see the matteness in here. And what I love is that even though it's matte, it still has that softness to it so that it does transfer. So don't think it doesn't transfer onto your mask. But it's so soft and silky. That's what I love about it. Both formulas in the matte for Mcgrath and for Gucci give you that light, powdery, really comfortable look and feel to them that I really, really do enjoy. So those were all my favorites. Oh! One more thing. So I'm not going to put them on, but I am going to share with you my favorite lashes. In the bargain category, I love these Ardell Wispies. They look exactly like my lashes, but better. And I love that they are very, very comfortable to wear. They fit my eye shape, so I don't really have to snip off a lot in order for them to fit on my eyes. And I love the fact that you can wear these all day and not feel like your eyelid is kind of weighing you down like most lashes. So very good to try, especially if you're just starting off with wearing lashes. I think these are some of the most comfortable, reasonably priced, and excellent ones for you to try and sort of get your feet wet in mastering how to put on strip lashes. Then when you get there, you want to try these by Lily Lashes. This is in the style Brooklyn. You know why. But this is her premium synthetic mink lashes. And I gotta tell you, these are very, very comfortable, even though they are more voluminous than the Ardells. But what I love most about these is you get 20 to 30 wears from this lash before you need to throw it out. So that's a great bang for your buck, because you're going to pay a little bit more with this lash than you will with the Ardells, but you're going to get an extended wear out of them. So it pays off in the long run because you're able to wear them a lot longer. So that is all of my go-tos. I hope you enjoyed this. I certainly enjoyed collaborating with my fellow beauties on this. Take a ride with me down in the description box below and watch some of the other creators and their go-to products. I'm excited to see which ones they chose. So go over there and tell them Bella sent you. But until then, you have now been Bellafied. Take care, and I'm going to see you back here soon. Take over,